Alrighty, we've got an awesome draft set up for you today. I mean, they're all awesome, but this one's like extra awesome. We've got myself, Karate Dom, and Kenji. Woo, me and Kenji get to be on the same team. I am stoked. Battling against Hank, a regular feature here. Hank's also gotten a lot better. If Hank watches this, I got to give him a shout out. We've been with Hank through his draft journey, and he's definitely improved. I think Hank is quite good now. Tristan Wild LaRue, PT player, now retired, he says. We'll see about that. And of course, Tom Martell, Pro Tour champion. This pack, less good than the draft setup. We've got a Bloodstained Mire, Caracas, and Glorybringer as the cards I would consider first pick, but I'm just going to take Caracas. I think Caracas is a combination of busted in games where either player has a legendary creature. It has a huge effect on the game, and insanely low opportunity cost. It's a plains. It doesn't even come into play tapped. So I don't even really consider this a white card. I'm going to take Caracas. I'm going to pass Hank, probably Glorybringer. Hank does trend towards liking a mono red a little bit more than most, but either way, we're going to go with the Caracas here. And whoa, Tom passed me both Tinker and Academy. He has to know that. There's also a Toxic Deluge and a Sheldock. I could do something spicy here. What if I took Lauren of the Third Path? I said I don't count Caracas as a white card, but this is a legendary creature. Caracas does return legendary creatures. And Martell is one of the more cunning drafters in this server. A lot of experience team drafting. And I wouldn't be surprised if Martell thinks I'm going to take either Tinker or Toxic Deluge. Those are the two most kind of natural picks out of this pack, the two highest power level cards. There's also Tinker try to wheel Academy, though. So I took Tinker. I mean, I think I would, in some cases, wheel Academy, except, again, I think Martell probably took a piece of power over this pack. You know what? I'm going to take the Lauren. It has the side effect, too. Hank likes aggro decks. Boros, mono white, mono red. Again, not like that's the only thing he'll draft, but draft a little more than normal. And if I take Lauren here, I think I can set myself up. I'll probably just take Arid Mesa here. Arid Mesa is a great card. The next best card is like Preordain, and I think first of all, Arid Mesa is a little better than Preordain, and given the two cards I have. Had I taken Tinker, I guess I would have kind of felt obliged to take Pentad Prism, but I'm just going to take Arid Mesa, and I might wheel Voice of Resurgence. I really like that card, actually. Or Den of the Bugbear. Well, we'll see. Sacred Foundry is kind of interesting. Piankira Nalar is also a legend, but it's expensive enough that I'm not that concerned with it. The best card in the pack, I mean, there's Fastbond, which honestly I think is only good sometimes. Like, it can be really good. Fastbond is a classic 1 or 10, where it's either completely unplayable or busted, but it's harder to make it busted than it is for it to be unplayable. There's also Rofellos. Maybe I'm passing Hank or Rofellos fourth pick. I don't think Tom is going to be playing green that often. I think I might just take Sacred Foundry and set up for Boros, though. I think Boros is really good if you get the mana, and wheeling either Hellrider or Shrine of Burning Rage. It'll be interesting if neither wheel, then that's definitely something. If both wheel, that's also something. All right, Hank keeps getting disconnected. It's kind of unfortunate. But while we're waiting, we've got, let's see, I think Fastbond and Rofellos are definitely going to go. Maybe Upheaval to whoever took like Tolarian Academy or something. Teferi's going to go. I think I already said that. Factor Fiction. Ophiomancer is also really good. All right, let's see if something's going on here. All right, Hank is working on the Wi-Fi. We'll give it a second. So what do you think about this start? Well, it's kind of paradoxical, but starting with lands in the aggro deck is actually a lot stronger than you might think, because there's a couple reasons. One, aggro decks don't have the time to mess around fixing their mana with cards like Preordain or Talismans. They just need to play a land every turn, cast a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a 4-drop is like the ideal curve. Also, look at Shrine of Burning Rage and Hellrider. These are two both premium cards if you end up in mono red, and Hellrider in white red also. In fact, it's amazing because white can make tokens, and you can get them pretty late. So I don't mind using my early picks on Sacred Foundry and Arid Mesa because I'm going to get those cards basically for free or at cheap cost. So I actually really like the spot where if I start with 2 red-white lands in the first couple picks to kind of go into red-white, because if you can get the lands, getting all the aggressive red and white cards can actually end up with a really, really strong deck. The problem is, if you don't get the lands, I think playing a red-white deck with split mana, it looks like Hank fixed their Wi-Fi. We'll see. If you have a deck that just like, let's say the worst case scenario, though, even this is a bit of an exaggeration, 8 plains, 8 mountains, that deck's just not playable because you just don't end up with the ability to cast your spells in a timely manner. All right, there's a Mishra's Workshop, but I'm probably going to take Giver of Runes. Giver it's not as good as Mother of Runes. Mother of Runes is busted. The reason Giver isn't busted is because they can always kill the Giver, but it's kind of like a 1-mana flag bearer. You play Giver on turn 1, and you play a creature on turn 2, they just have to kill the Giver first. That's their only choice. And then decent chance of wheeling Intrepid Adversary, Arc Trail, or Wedding Announcement as people take Brainstorm, Sylvan Caryatid, Bone Shards, and maybe Mishra's Workshop. Someone might be drafting a spicy artifact deck. But I also think Tom is not that likely to put me on red-white, especially after that pack he passed. So I feel like I can get some value there because Tom's going to spend some time or some picks taking other cards. They're like, here I'm going to take Inspiring Vantage, and then I'm just going to be set. Passing up on like a Kaito, maybe a Celestial Colonnade. All right, and then I like Archangel Avacyn, and I like Unexpectedly Absent, but with Karakas, Archangel Avacyn is really disgusting. I mean, Archangel Avacyn is justifiable no matter what. It's just a good 5-drop. But with Karakas, if you can play it on 6 mana with Karakas, then there's a lot you can do with it. Chariot's still there as well. There's 3 white cards in this pack. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them wheels, though. I think Unexpectedly Absent is the best of these 3 cards, and it's the only one I'm really interested in, though I might play Oblivion Ring. What are the 5 cards that are going to be taken? Chariot, Haywire Might, I think for sure. Trinket Mage, very likely, which puts me at wheeling a white card. And one reason I might get Unexpectedly Absent back is that it is a double white card. So I kind of like where we're at. I think this is actually a good start. Don't have any red cards yet and have 3 red-white lands, but the red cards will come. Like, I think there just weren't tons of aggro red cards in these packs, but I think they will be there, and getting to have access to them is really nice. See, look, now I just take a Danto Vanguard. Wow, there's a Toxic Deluge in this pack too, and Esper Land. So the Shelldock, the Tinker, of course, the Tolarian Academy all got taken. Notice the Glorybringer didn't come back. But I like my curve, and I have 2 legends already to go with this Karakas. I like that a lot. It's just really powerful. Like, it lets you, first of all, both the legends I have ETB abilities. Both Loran and Archangel Avacyn. ET abilities with Karakas is really good. And getting to just curve out and have that up is nice. All right, this pack is not got any mono white or red cards besides Kitchen Finks. I think I might take Yawgmoth. I think Yawgmoth is a pretty busted card. And even at double black, I might not play it, but it's also really good against me, and the chance that I play Voice of Resurgence isn't so high that I care. All right, now I'm going to take PN Kiran Nalaar, partially because of the Karakas effect. Oh, Teferi is still there in Fastbond. Shrine and Hellrider got taken? Okay, I might not be playing that much red. Intrepid Adversary versus Wedding Announcement. That's actually interesting. I think I take Adversary just to keep my curve a little bit lower. I think Hank is the mono red player, and I'm going to try to cut as best I can. I don't care about passing Seething Song. I'll take Dam because I could still end up black-white. I don't have to be red. Oh, Absent Wield. Love it. Reward for being heavy white. So, yeah, I guess I'll just take Dark Rit. Yeah, I think it's actually more likely Hank wants the Talisman than the Dark Ritual, but Dark Ritual is like an 8 out of 10 power level, and Talisman's like a 5 out of 10. It's just too bad to pass that. Last pick, Kitchen Finks. So mono white's open, red isn't open, but that's okay. We didn't really commit to drafting a ton of red. I took 2 red-white lands and then Arid Mesa. All right, well, we opened Swords to Plowshares, the best white card probably. Well, no, White Plume Adventure is the best white card. Swords is the second best, with Palace Jailer and Balance being up there. Passing Liltef, Chain Lightning, a Flicker Wisp that I'm hoping to wheel, a Vindicate, an Underground Sea. So I think, given that Absent came back, I think what's going to be taken is Chain Lightning, Teferi, Vindicate, Underground Sea, either Godless Shrine or maybe Recruiter. I don't know. Maybe Flicker Wisp goes because it's just the best card there. But all right, passed up on a Vortex, but that's okay. I'm going to take Mox Diamond. I don't want to pass Mox to Tom. And I think Mox Diamond is the best card in the pack, and I'm not that stressed about the Vortex. I just might not end up playing red. Also, I've got a Yawgmoth, a Dam, and a Dark Ritual here. Here, I'll put them over here so you can kind of see them. These are interesting cards. Yawgmoth is really good with all these creatures, but we'll take the Mox. And I don't think the Sulfuric Vortex is coming back for the reasons I said. Oh, Solitude? Third pick? With an Ephemerate maybe on the wheel? Well, we're taking the Solitude. That card is busted. All right, let's get these black cards out of here. It looks like I spent a couple picks taking red-white lands. I might just not play them, and I'll just be mono-white, and that'll be totally fine. V-Click, Wooded Foothills, Incinerate, Magda are going to go. Maybe Hall of Storm Giants, maybe Porcelain Legionnaire. We'll see. All right, then I'll take a Council's Judgment. Oh, there's also a Mother of Runes. I actually think I'm supposed to take Mother of Runes. I could also hate the Reanimate from Tom, but he passed a super late Toxic Deluge, which is something. I think I'm going to take the Mother of Runes. I think, given that I have Solitude, Swords, and Unexpectedly Absent, I'm really not suffering on removal, and honestly, I might wheel Council's Judgment. Even if I don't, I'd rather have Mother of Runes, and I'll probably wheel Cathar Commando if I don't wheel Council's Judgment, because Reanimate's going to go, so is Oracle, Creeping Tar Pit, and then maybe some combo of Bayou, Tireless Tracker, Delighted Halfling. Haven't seen many red cards, but we're gearing up to have a sick mono white deck. When you're the only heavy white drafter at the table, excuse me, I need a little coffee here. When you're the only heavy white drafter at the table, you can really reap the rewards. I mean, that's true of basically any color. If you're the only person drafting a color, or the only person really committed to a color, that's obviously a good place to be. The best color for that's probably blue or black, because there's some really strong double pip cards in those colors. But all right, well, now it's confusing because Fire Blast, Legion Warboss, and Lightning Helix are all here. I'm going to take the Wandering Emperor. I don't even have to be that aggressive. My cards can win a long game for sure. Wandering Emperor is sick, and Lightning Helix is one of my rewards. I can play this one basically for free. I have 3 red-white duels and a Mox Diamond. So I'm going to slam that. We'll see how many of these aggro red cards come back. Ooh, I do love me a Thraben Inspector. Passing a late Renin 6, but I think that's okay. Also a Monastery Swift Spear. Also Firestorm. This is a good anti-aggro card. Choose and discard X cards. Deals X damage to X targets. So can do some powerful stuff. But let's take Thraben Inspector here. Maybe wheel Unlicensed Hearse or Relic. One of the 2 artifact hate or graveyard hate cards would be nice. So Flicker Wisp did wheel alongside Recruiter and Vindicate and Lark and Godless Shrine. I'm going to take the Flicker Wisp. I can Flicker Thraben. It actually works to Flicker Intrepid Adversary. You can, if you have a lot of mana, you can pay the mana later. Obviously, Loran, Wandering Emperor, Avacyn. Well, Flickering Avacyn doesn't do that much, but Flickering Solitude's pretty nice. And then I will probably pick up, if I'm lucky, a Recruiter of the Guard on the wheel. You know, I try not to take messages during drafts, but when Reed Duke messages you, you answer. All right. Let's see what's next. This pack doesn't have a whole lot. What do we got? There's Lotus Petal or K Command, basically. I don't care about Blackcleave Cliffs or Unearth. I can pass a Show and Tell. I think Lotus Petal is just a pretty randomly good card. I'm not going to play it in my deck, so it's a hate draft, but I think I'd rather hate that than hate the Kolagon's Command. I don't know. It's close. So Ephemerate's nice with Solitude. It's not really good with anything else. I think I'm just going to take Porcelain Legionnaire to have a 2-drop. There's also a Nahiri and a Magda. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So 1 card will be back. Honestly, there's 5 of the 6 cards left are playable, and the last card's blue. So there's a decent chance I get a playable back. Yep, that Council's Judgment came back. All right, this is nice. Passing an Oracle and a Tracker. So Fire Blast came back. Lightning Helix did not. That's a shame. I would have liked that. I might just take Imperial Recruiter, Power 2 or less. I can't get Solitude is kind of a beat. Maybe I take the Sphinx then. I'm just not going to play. Yeah, I'll take the Sphinx. I don't know. It's pretty weak, but whatever. All right, I'll take the Hearse. There's some matchups where Hearse is just great. I will take Recruiter of the Guard. I think I like that more than Lark. Yeah, Recruiter looks a lot better with a Flicker here. I mean, this is pretty nice going into the last pack. I don't even know if I'm playing Arid Mesa, which is actually funny. So we'll see. And I'll hate Unearth over Duskwatch. Duskwatch I feel like is not very strong anyway. Last pick Ephemerate. All right. I mean, now that I picked up Recruiter, I have Recruiter and Solitude as like good Ephemerate targets. Flickerwisp, Loran, and Thraben Inspector as medium ones. Who knows? I got it for free. Like literally, I really didn't have a choice to get it. All right, well, this pack's easy. I'm just going to take the Mind Twist. It's obviously disappointing, but the card that I would play, Path, is A, so much weaker. B, I don't need it. I've got Swords to Plowshares, Unexpectedly Absent, Council's Judgment, Solitude, the Wandering Emperor. Flickerwisp even can do some removal-esque stuff. So let's just not pass the other team an awesome card. And it's not 0%. I play Mind Twist. I have a Mox Diamond and an Arid Mesa. If I picked up a white-black duel, you know, it wouldn't be crazy. I'm just going to hate the Mind Twist. I also have a Lotus Petal, which is actually really good, and a Dark Ritual, though I don't really want to splash the Ritual. Will I get Path back? Probably not. That card's too splashable and too good in control decks, but Steel Seraph's almost assuredly coming back. Okay, so this pack has Resto, Hero of Bladehold, Thalia. Nice. So I'm going to get multiple cards out of this pack. So here's the question. Do I take Thalia, the best card for me? I think I'd rather have Thalia than Resto. Or do I take the card that's less likely to wheel, Resto? I think it's pretty clear that I just take the Thalia because there's two good white 4-drops, and I don't really care that much which I get. I'd rather have Resto because Resto with all the ETB effects I have is good, but getting Thalia is so important that I'm just going to take the Thalia here. And at this point, I really don't think I'm splashing. I could also play Kitchen Finks if I wanted to. I guess that if I pick up the Fixing to Splash Mind Twist, that's something. Oh, Palace Jailer, third pick. Yeah, baby. Passing on a bunch of stuff I don't even care about. I'll give Martell a Venser or Gristlebrand or whatever. Or sorry, Martell's passing me. I'll give Hank one of those. Yeah, this is one of the advantages. I don't know that Martell thinks I'm in mono white. He might think Hank is more likely to be in mono white. I'm clearly the only white aggro drafter. And I guess there's probably like 2 other people in the draft putting white cards in their deck, but they're not playing heavy white. I think I'm the only person who wants to put double white cards in my deck. So, look, I like the Cube has a range, and sometimes you just get to draft the like strong mono white deck, and you're pretty happy with that. Ephemerate's actually looking like a card I'll play now with the Palace Jailer in there. Oh, look, and then I can pick up a Metamorph, which is awesome in this deck. It's good with Ephemerate, Flickerwisp. You can Recruiter for it. There's Breach and Brain Freeze in the same pack. I hope whoever takes one doesn't get the other. The thing is, the same person can't get both. If I see a pack that has one of the two, I just take the one. And because especially since there's nothing else in this pack that I even care about. Right now I'm at 22 playables minus the 2 lands, so I'm at basically 20 playables, which means I need a couple more. But also if I had to play Kitchen Finks, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Right now I don't even think it makes sense to play Arid Mesa. It's funny. Like it doesn't actually do anything for me. I'm just playing Monoplanes Control here. So you know, basically the modern ban and restrict announce just came out, and I'm letting Reed know that I'm on it. Preordained got unbanned. Okay. Next pick up here. This is pick 5. So I don't have a huge chance of getting Parallax Wave, which is where Containment Priest is best. There is a nice combo with Containment Priest and Flickerwisp, where if you have Priest out, you flicker their creature, and then it just can't come back. I could hate Recurring Nightmare, but I think I'm just going to take Reprieve. Hank up to his old tricks. Reprieve is really good in this kind of deck, and I think I might wheel Mirror Entity or Containment Priest, and I don't care much if I don't, honestly. Last pick. Okay. Selfless Spirit versus Lingering Souls. I don't have much in the way of fixing. I have a Mox Diamond. Lingering Souls is the best card for me if I could cast both halves. Taking Savannah doesn't do much. There's also Wrath of God, which I wouldn't really want to play against. But if I just take Selfless Spirit, that covers me against those things and I think is decent here. All right, let's just take the Selfless Spirit. Steel Seraph did in fact wheel, passing up some random tri-lands. Okay, Resto and Hero of Bladehold both wheeled. I think I'm just going to take Resto over Hero of Bladehold here. I just have a lot that Resto works with, which is nice. If I could cast Venser, it would be pretty nice with this Caracas. I think I might just hate draft a Tundra. I don't know. And nothing in this pack. The Breach and the Brain Freeze are both gone. Funny. See, like here, it's like there's 2 black cards, 2 green cards, and a green-black card. I don't know what I'm supposed to hate. I guess maybe I just take the land. Well, maybe I just hate the Nissa, because Veil of Summer is bad against me already. And taking that, I think, is probably safer. All right, I'll take the Containment Priest when it came back. There's also a Silent Clearing, but I think I'd rather have Containment Priest against Reanimator. Just having another hate card is nice. I need to cut a couple cards. Probably just not main deck the Containment Priest is my guess, even with the Flicker Wisp combo. And then I get to cut... Ooh, Steel Seraph Ephemerate, by the way. I get to cut one more because I don't want to play 16 land in a Mox Diamond. I think I'd rather just play 17 land in a Mox Diamond. Is that right? Because right now I'm at 16 land plus Mox Diamond. Maybe, no. This deck could play 17. I have some good card advantage mechanisms. Maybe I just don't play the Selfless Spirit. It's a little underpowered. I decided in against sweepers. All right, I guess I'll take Wrath. Also, it's not crazy that I would side in Wrath here. Because if I play against a green deck, I've got Wandering Emperor as a Planeswalker, a ton of card advantage creatures. It seems fine. I'll take Lava Claw. I do have the infinite combo. I have Kitchen Finks, Yawgmoth, Vizier of Remedies. That is an infinite combo, but I don't think I'm going to play it. All right, I probably will play the Hero Bladehold as well, because that's also a little bit more action. All right, great deck. Going to be really easy to build. Let's head on in. Alrighty, we're jumping right into round one, because honestly, I just took this and I added 15 planes. I decided to just play 16 land in a Mox. I only have one spell land, it's Caracas. I have a good curve. I don't need 17 lands in a Mox, so here we are. This is on the low end of hands, but I think is okay. Basically, I just need to draw a play for the first couple turns, and I'm happy. And Steel Seraph plus Ephemerate is a pretty nice little combo, plus Council's Judgment on 3 is not bad either. Okay. Hank ended up playing blue, huh? Let's see what they are up to. Blue-green? Interesting. You don't lead on Waterlogged Grove there unless you have no other lands in hand, or you really need double blue for like a counterspell or something. I mean, my start's not the fastest, but Hank might be missing a land drop here. I mean, we'll see. Got to remember, can't Steel Seraph Resto, or can't Resto Steel Seraph. I've tried to do that before. It's an angel. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, obviously I don't love that my opponent has Black Lotus and Drew an Island, but if they Lotus something out that I get to kill, that would be okay. Didn't really get to... Can't say I really got to kill that. I guess that's only one ahead of schedule. Let's just cast Council's Judgment here. Oh my god, I got spell pierced. Well, that's okay too. We'll go Steel Seraph maybe, or I could Recruiter. I don't really want to, let's see. Do I want to Ephemerate Steel Seraph? Seems kind of weak. Because if I do that, then I end up with a 5/4, but I'm spending 2 cards to to make it and really losing a ton of value on that ephemerate. I don't like the idea of that. Oh, that would have been nice earlier, but still actually pretty good. I think I'm going to go Recruiter of the Guard. And I think I just get Mother of Runes. Cast Mother of Runes. I just felt like I was playing against a counterspell. All right. And then that's fine. Then I'm going to go Mox, discard a Plains. And the reason I want to do that is now I'll block the Chariot and ephemerate the Recruiter, which lets me double recruit and I can get some good stuff. I'm going to take some damage here. Oh, we're not attacking with the Tar Pit, huh? Grief. All right, I'm just going to concede, I think. I'm just dead now because, look, Grief comes out, gets to crew this. I get attacked for a ton, and I can't ephemerate in response. Yeah, Lotus into Spell Pierce is pretty rough getting Spell Pierced there when a lot of my plays don't get pierced. I don't think I want Wrath of God in, though. Thalia still seems fine. Containment Priest, no. Kitchen Finks, I don't think so. I think I like where I'm at. Yeah, I don't think I want Wrath in here. And I don't think I want Kitchen Finks either. Lotus Petal, yeah. I think this deck is playing the long game enough that I don't really want Lotus Petal either. All right, well, hopefully we don't get Lotused. I think I can also deal with a lot of Lotus starts, but Lotus backed up by a counter, followed up by Grief was a bit too much. All right, I'll keep this hand. This hand could use lands because I have only 2, but I have a 1, 2, plus whatever, 3, 4, 5 curve on the play with my best 1-drop. So this I don't mind. If Mother of Runes sticks, like if Hank doesn't have a turn 1 removal spell, Mother of Runes is real good. Okay, Zagoth Triome, that's fine. Well, that wasn't a land, but it was a good removal spell that I can cast, so don't mind that. All right, now I'm in a spot where lands are good or cards. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I have a bunch of cards that are cheap here. Yeah, lands are fine too. I don't have a play this turn, but now that I've drawn the 3rd land, I'm really happy because now, Hank might have left up Mana Leak here. I'm just going to sit for just a second to pretend like I'm playing around Mana Leak. Do I play my 3-drop? No, I don't think I'm going to. And I have 2 instant speed removal spells to cast. Oh, sure. That's fine. That one, I'm probably going to end up using Unexpectedly Absent on. I'm going to take damage here, though. I don't really care about that. And let's see what you got. Thief of Sanity. Oh, that one I don't really like. Let's go Absent for 1. So I don't care about the Utah. That can just chill. I actually don't mind Hank drawing Thief of Sanity in 2 turns. It's going to be a pretty weak play. All right. And because of Mana Leak, I'm just going to do this. I don't think there's a reason to wait. Like, well, there is a reason to wait. The reason to wait is I could ambush Fairy Mastermind, but I don't think that I care about that because I'm not losing this race. Just getting a creature into play seems a lot better. Urza, sure. Gonna Swords that Urza probably. Though, do I have to? I guess I don't know. Let's see what I draw. That makes me want to just Swords Urza, I think. Because now my Adonto Vanguard can attack. And I don't mind. I don't even have to use Mother of Runes. And then I can play Steel Seraph, so it's a pretty nice curve. If Hank had Toxic Deluge, think you would have played it last turn or done some blocks here. So I'm just going to play this. I guess I missed out on 3 life by waiting on this. But, all right. And he knows he's drawing Thief of Sanity next turn. Yeah, I still don't want Wrath. I don't think I want Unlicensed Hearse either. Containment Priest might be good. Hank has that Tinker. But Priest misses against a lot of stuff. I feel like I have some good answers. All right. Let's battle. Cards I want to see in my opener. Mother Runes, Mox Diamond are both cards I don't mind seeing. All right. I'm going to keep this hand. This hand's also a little bit slow. Here's where a Mox Diamond would just be fantastic. But having Absent on 2, Jailer on 4 is pretty reasonable. Obviously, if I get Lotused, I get Lotused. Yeah. Turn 1 Thief. All right. Mox or Plow? No. All right, I'm going to get Thiefed once, and then I get to unexpectedly Absent it. If I get Spell Pierced here or Mana Leaked, obviously I'm just dead. But look, my deck's really good. It's a good mono white deck. If I get Lotused multiple times, I get Lotused multiple times. Like, you just can't do anything about that. So if any spell, Hank would have, of course, taken there over Plains. Oh, what is this? Hangerback. Okay. Well, that's a turn late on the Mother Runes, but I actually feel pretty good about this. Hangerback, I don't care about at all. Palace Jailer just dunks on it. And then playing Mitchell's Workshop means Hank can't even replay Thief without having an artifact mana of some kind here. If he has like a talisman or something, that would be pretty annoying. But if he doesn't, then this is actually totally fine. Giver of Runes? All right. I guess I don't get the easy return. Let's just go Mother of Runes into Thalia and pass the turn. So Giver of Runes is the card he stole off Thief. So now this turn, presumably he goes Land Thief. And then I am gonna, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna take 3 here. So I've got some options. Oh, Swords. Swords is nice. So what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go Palace Jailer. Yeah, this is really nice. Palace Jailer, Giver of Runes. And then he's going to give Thief Pro White. Fine. Now I become the Monarch. I draw a card end of turn. If Hank hits me, then I get the Giver of Runes back. So he gets a turn to Thief me here, but that's really not the end of the world. I feel like actually I'm in great shape here. So I go to 13, he becomes the Monarch. I get a Giver of Runes. He gets to Thief of Sanity me and draw an extra card off the Monarch, but I'm up so many cards even on this exchange, even as I'm getting thiefed again and all that. And my next turn of Metamorph or Resto plus Swords means I'm going to get to flicker my Palace Jailer. And yeah, this is just, I mean, I'm just outcarding him quite a bit here. I mean, for playing against Lotus decks, so he hit Plains plus spell again. Funny. Could be Plains, of course, but more likely Plains spell. Okay, the one card I'm worried about is Toxic Deluge. That would be pretty annoying. Geomancer, no, that doesn't worry me at all, really. Strip Mine, sure. Good reason not to play Caracas. Okay. Draw. Now on my turn, let's see. So many ways to win this game very easily. I think instead of playing Resto, I'm going to play Metamorph here. Yeah, so let's go Metamorph. Choose Palace Jailer. Palace Jailer, the hanger back. No, it's never coming back. Land. Plow the Thief of Sanity. Oh, I have a Thalia in play. Never mind, I can't plow the Thief of Sanity. Oh, that was awkward. Do I want to attack? I guess I could attack with this. Yeah, actually, I'm going to attack with... No, I can't attack with Thalia. Yeah, I made the Metamorph play. All right, I'm going to get hit by Thief an extra time for no reason here. That was stupid. If I attack with these, this blocks that. Yeah, this is actually fine. I'll get a little bit of damage in. You can block the Palace Jailer, and I'll give it pro black here. Oh, I guess if I was just going to do that, I guess I could have also... Well, no, this is actually fine because now the snake doesn't have summoning sickness, or has summoning sickness. All right, so I'm going to get hit down to 9, and the Thief's going to get another bite at the apple. Basically, what I should have done that turn, I think, is actually just restoed. So instead of having a Palace Jailer out of a resto, and then I could block the Thief. But so I'm giving Hank an extra 2 cards for not great reasons. 2 cards exiled now with Thief of Sanity. I'm going to leave the Thalia in play, even though it is kind of annoying me. With an untapped Mother of Runes, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape against most removal spells. I just am putting myself in a position where a Toxic Deluge, which I guess he can't cast currently thanks to Thalia, would potentially leave him as the Monarch, which I don't think is what I want. Okay, so he's got a decision to make here. He's obviously tanking a little bit on it. But, yeah. I think I'm still in good shape, but clearly just forgetting that, look, I just never have a Thalia in play, so that's totally my bad. If I just had a Resto instead of this couldn't attack, and then you wouldn't be getting a Thief hit plus a Monarch hit. I don't have very many instants, so he didn't take Council's Judgment. Probably. Oh, wow. He didn't take Council's Judgment. Is he like a Steel Seraph or something? Oh, I guess he might not be able to cast Council's Judgment because of that Thalia. Thalia does affect my opponent as well, luckily. No, he could have cast the Council's Judgment. Okay, what is this big artifact? I guess we'll see. Worm Coil. Oh. Okay. Draw. Okay, take my turn. Land would still be pretty good here. Let's go 2 cards in hand. I think I want to hit... Let's just go Ephemerate on the Palace Jailer. I guess that one's better than the Metamorph to Flicker. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter. And it's going to be pretty hard for him to cast a counterspell here with Thalia in play. So I become the Monarch. I'm going to exile the Thief of Sanity. And then I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm the Monarch now. I get to draw an extra card. And I can't really be attacked by anything, because Giver of Ruin gives pro colorless. So the Worm Coil can't really hit me. And then the Ophiomancer and the Snake can't really hit me. I have 5 creatures to 3, and I have Swords up if I need it. Let's just pass the turn here, draw a card. And all I want to draw now is some lands, because my hand is really good, and I've got some good stuff going on. All right, what are we casting? Walking Ballista would be kind of annoying. That's the kind of card I would be scared about, because it can do 1 damage divided up. Talisman, not so much. And remember, I do have 2 exiled cards face down with Thief of Sanity. Urza. Sure. Do I want to Swords Urza in response? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I kind of think so. This way, Hank can't really tap any artifacts for mana. And then next turn, I'm going to get another Ephemerate, so I'm going to get another Palace Jailer, which is going to be pretty good here. All right, I do have to pay the 1. Now I remember Thalia. Ephemerate on Palace Jailer, paying 1. And let's nug the Worm Coil, I think. I'm just never giving back the Monarchy, so I'm not too worried. And then I'm going to leave up Resto. And let's just pass. He's got 1 card in hand. I don't really need to rush here. Fools rush in, as they say. I could have gone Resto and put the 5th Palace Jailer trigger on the stack. Let's see, I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4 Palace Jailers so far. I've jailed a Giver of Runes, a Hangerback Walker, a Thief of Sanity, and a Worm Coil. Look, if one of Hank's 2 cards left is Mana Leak, then so be it. Mana Leak the Resto. Also, I still have 2 cards exiled with Monarch. I do have to start to kill Hank because I am drawing 2 cards a turn, but I'm not really that worried about that. It's going to happen. I'm probably going to kill the Ophiomancer end of turn with this Resto here. Getting hit by Thief a bunch of times did put me down on cards in deck. Okay, is this like a Tinker? Oh, Recruiter of the Guard. Okay. Sure. What are we recruiting for here? Toughness 2 or less. Can't get, like, Hangerback and Ophiomancer already gotten. Fairy Mastermind? Sure. Yeah, but it's time to start with the beatdowns. Like, Fairy Mastermind is going to let Hank draw extra cards, but I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to go end of turn, Resto. And oh, actually, I should have restoed the Palace Jailer Metamorph and then use that to copy Resto and then restoed the other thing. That would have actually been better. All right, land is great because now I'm just going to start sending. Attack with these. I guess I could leave back Metamorph here. And maybe I'm playing a little too defensively. Maybe I should have sent the Resto. I know I'm going to get hit by Fairy Mastermind, or rather, Fairy Mastermind's going to get played. But I think I should have hit with the Resto. All right. Well, let's just play Archangel Avacyn here, because you can't Mana Leak it currently because of the Thalia. It protects the Palace Jailer. Okay, those all die. None of my things die. I mean, we're getting to the point where even a... what's it called? Toxic Deluge isn't going to do the trick. Because I'm going to start sending for a lot. And I have Caracas back to protect Archangel Avacyn. Next turn, I'm just going to attack with everything. Well, not the stupid tappers, obviously. Hank did get to draw an extra card. Fairy Mastermind is good, but you're going to do a Grief or something here. Oh, Gaunty. Okay. I'm at 11 cards. This puts me at 10 cards. Yeah, this game's not lasting that many turns. Honestly, I might just bounce Gaunty with Caracas. Is there a reason to do that? Yeah, I guess it blocks 3 of my creatures. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Whoa, something's going on. Apologies, we got action going on in the house today. So be it. All right, and what are we casting? Oh, Asika's Chariot. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to bounce Gonti here because we're going to get some attacks in. Is the plan. I think that's okay to do. Draw. Oh, Reprieve is actually going to be really nice. All right, so let's leave up Reprieve. I think now actually I'm going to change my mind. Now that there's an Asika's Chariot out, I think I'm going to go for the Air Force instead. I'll give this flying. And then I'm attacking flying for 9 in the air with Reprieve up. It does cost 3 because of Thalia, so I'm not going to play this Thraben Inspector. But hitting for 9 flying in the air seems pretty good here. Put you to 9. I don't have a Wrath in my deck or anything. Draw to 8 cards. Oh, Solitude? That's even better. That also is going to give me a pretty nice way to play at instant speed here. All right. Didn't play this game as best as I could, but my deck is very good and ended up defeating even the turn 1 Lotus, the dreaded turn 1 Black Lotus. I mean, I guess I haven't technically won yet, but I'm going to win. I think the main thing I should have, I made basically 3 plays, which is a lot more than I normally make. Like, I don't usually make 3 big mistakes in a game. I try to keep it to 1 or 0. But the 3 things I think I could have done differently that would have been a very good thing to do, like the 3 clear mistakes, is the turn I played Phyrexian Metamorph. I should have just played Resto and flickered the Palace Jailer. I would have gotten hit by the Thief of Sanity, which is exiled somewhere. The Thief of Sanity 1 fewer times. The turn that I cast Resto, I should have restoed the Metamorph. It comes back into play, copy Resto, then Resto the Palace Jailer, because then I would have had just 2 Restos in play. And then the turn I played Avacyn, I should have just attacked with the Resto. So that's a lot of ground to give up. I gave up 3 damage on an attack. I gave up at least 4 damage off of this not being a Resto. 1 this turn because it hit, plus another 2 because I would have given something else flying. Plus actually maybe another hit, so like maybe like 7 damage. It's a lot. And I got hit by a Thief of Sanity, and he got a Monarch draw. So I basically gave up like 7 damage and 2 cards. But I'm still winning. So I was winning by a lot. It's good to make mistakes in games you're winning. They don't cost you as much. But it is important to play well even when you are winning. I know a lot of people have a hole in their game where when they're winning, they play worse. Paulo Vitor Damarosa famously has talked about this, where when he starts winning, he feels like he plays worse than when he's losing. Because he's like, I'm winning, and he just like doesn't play quite as tight as he should. Okay. Hank still has access to multiple of my cards here off of Thief of Sanity and Gonti, 2 of my cards. But we'll see what they are. Flicker Wisp is, I guess, a potential one. That's a Flicker Wisp. So Flicker Wisp, what's it going to target? The Asika's Chariot? I guess I don't care about that. Sure. I could reprieve it back to my hand, but I don't think flickering Asika's Chariot is something I'm particularly concerned about. Okay, no plays. All right. That's fine with me. I have an interesting play here. I can Solitude, and that'll flip Archangel Avacyn. I'm at 9, he's at 9. Because of the Evoke. And this would deal each other creature and opponent. So it would kill all my stuff, but I'd be able to use Giver and Mother to protect my things. That sounds kind of interesting. How bad is that? So he goes to 6. And then I attack in the air for 6, 9, 12. And I lose those and he loses all those. Yeah, that actually sounds kind of interesting. All right, let's do this. And I have Reprieve up just in case. Let's exile the Palace Jailer, I think. Okay. Archangel Avacyn triggers. I'm going to gain 2 life off the Palace Jailer, because why not? Upkeep. This transforms. And I have all the mothers and givers to protect it, and then this just gets to attack for 1,000,000. So in response to this transforming, I'm going to Giver of Runes, give this pro red. Okay, what do you got for 4 mana here? Each player draws a card? Sure. Pro red, and guess I should use Mother of Runes. Give Palace Jailer pro red as well. Then everything dies, play a land, and attack for 1,000,000. Whew, there we go. Bumbled our way to the finish line, but helps when your deck is good enough to carry. On to round 2. All right, playing against Mr. Martel here. All right. This is a fine hand. Turn 1, Giver. Turn 2, cast Absent on anything. And then turn 3, Metamorph. I would like to draw like another creature or two, but you know, if I don't, this hand is what it is. Oh, all right. I mean, that's not a terrible one to do. Like, Mox Diamond means that I can maybe play something a little bit ahead of schedule. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's not bad. So now it means I'm probably not going to want to play Unexpectedly Absent this turn, but oh, interesting. Yeah, I will do that actually. And then I will just play the Jailer unless I draw something better to play. So Martel's Boros aggro, huh? Hopefully he doesn't play a haste creature here. Hopefully he just plays a normal creature and I can metamorph the Palace Jailer. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, Vortex. Let's take 2. Draw creature. Oh, no, but a reprieve is pretty good. I don't think I'm supposed to metamorph this. It's really a shame that I have no play this turn. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. So I'm at 13, effectively, because I'm going to take 2 off this Vortex, but I can reprieve this turn and then Loran the Vortex next turn. And obviously drawing like Solitude or Avacyn would be kind of ideal here. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I take 3. I don't really like it, but reprieving that doesn't really help. So I think I'd rather reprieve the Searing Blaze. I take 3, I go to 10. He's got 2 cards in hand. If I draw an instant here, it'd be sick. All right. And then next turn I go Loran plus Metamorph probably. I guess, oh man, I have to take 2 to do the Metamorph. Maybe I don't do the Metamorph. We'll see what we draw. Okay, again, he's going to have a 3rd card in hand, of course. 10 here. Land. Let's become the Monarch. And let's go Loran. Kill the Sulfuric Vortex. I'm feeling less good about that game. The reprieve not stopping Tom's turn last turn was kind of brutal. So I'm just going to Recruiter now for a Solitude. Because that gives me an answer to the Bloodthirsty Adversary or any other haste creature he could play. And if he attacks with Adversary now, I'll probably just double block. If he wants to point burn at my creatures, fine with that. I'm not giving back the Monarchy. You can rest the throne from my cold dead hands. Metamorphose. Sure. Easy to pitch on a Donto Vanguard if needed. Is this like a Hell Rider or something? So Martel? Oh, Pearl. Martel ended up being the mono red player, or I guess white red, which is weird because I got past all this white. Like, he didn't take Palace Dealer. I guess he must have been really heavy red, not a ton of white until me, and maybe just, again, thought I wasn't playing white, so tried to float those things through me. I'm loving that this Mox Diamond taps for blue. I get to play this Metamorph without paying life, which is a nice goal of mine. I mean, if the Bloodthirsty Adversary doesn't attack, then I'm fine with that too. Hellrider is going to get Solitude before attacks for sure. Could have like Nahiri or Chandra. Oh, Fiery Confluence. 2 to each creature. 2 to each opponent. Alright. Don't like that. Wow, Fiery Confluence, huh? So I take this, I go to 5, and he gets the Monarch back. No, I can't do that. Okay, I just need to draw something then. That was a beating, though. Fiery Confluence is a great card. Oh, there's a Bugbear. Come on, creature. I need an Avacyn or I am toast here. What a beating. Just that into land. Oh. Yeah, we're going to be down a game in a second here. The Den of the Bugbear's getting me. Well, the good thing is if I ever draw Avacyn, then this matchup is pretty, like, or at least not that the matchup is easy, but Avacyn's very good in this matchup. I'm just dead now. I mean, I don't have anything in my hand. I drew a lot of extra cards, and not very many of them were spells. Okay. all right. Well, I have a Kitchen Finks, which is going to be amazing, and a Selfless Spirit. What do I not want? Thalia is okay. I mean, I like almost everything. I might take out Mox Diamond on the play and board it in on the draw. I hate having Mox Diamond against Fiery Confluence. No, it's okay. Mox Diamond's just too powerful, I think, to mess with that. On the play, I need to cut 2 cards. Maybe, no, Selfless Spirit's also good against Fiery Confluence. Maybe I think Thalia? He had some spells. He didn't have, yeah, Thalia's probably fine too. I mean, I have to take out some stuff. I could take out Phyrexian Metamorph, but it's a really powerful card. I guess it's less good when everything's just dying. That is definitely true. And Donto Vanguard is weird because, like, it's bad defensively, but it's good offensively. You don't really want to pay 4 life very often. I think I'll do that. All right. Let's go on the play. All right. I mean, this hand is really good. I'm going to go turn 2 Thalia. It's going to delay my Wandering Emperor, but also will probably make his life a little harder. And I have a nice curve here of Thalia into Steel Seraph, into Hero of Bladehold, assuming I draw a land at some point here. Felden, okay. Land, cast with Prototype. Play this. Give this lifelink. Attack, and then if he's got Searing Blaze, he can hit me for 5 down to 17. It takes his whole turn, and then I get to play a Hero of Bladehold. And Searing Blaze is like one of the best plays for him. Okay. Okay, lifelink that. And then Thalia's making it so I don't have to worry about Fiery Confluence yet. Yeah, I mean, this is just a beating. I'm at 25 now. and he basically has a Hero Blade Hold he has to kill or die, and it's pretty hard to kill Hero Blade Hold with Thalia in play, so. All right. I like that. That was nice. All right, definitely don't want Adonto Vanguard on the draw. Do I want Lotus Petal on the draw? I don't think so. The Mox is going to be enough. Is Ephemerate good on the draw? Oh, what would I board in instead? A Containment Priest? No. No, I think we're Gucci. All right. Let's see. Here's where I would like Mox Diamond in my opening hand or to never draw it. And hope he doesn't draw Mox Pearl, because on the play with Pearl, I'm going to have a hard time. Okay. He's mulling. All right, all right. So it's not the best draw, because I have a 1-drop, a 5-drop, and a spell that's not immediately useful. But I have a Mox, which speeds things up a bit, and Thraben Inspector does help me find action, especially with Thraben Inspector and Mox Diamond. I get some little velocity going. Plus, if I draw a 2-drop on turn 1, that would be insane. Drawing Mother Runes or Giver of Runes would also be great. Recruiter of the Guard would be very good. So I have some good draws here. Still hoping for no Mox. No Mox, no Mox, no Mox. All right. Turn 1, Young Peasy, huh? Land, Thraben, Mox, discard a land, pass. I'm just going to do that in case he has like a removal spell for Senor Thraben here. Yeah. I still take 3 off Searing Blaze, which is kind of annoying. Just because it targets me as well. Is he going to attack with the Pyromancer? It's kind of interesting. You give up the Ephemerate value. Now I have infinite Ephemerate value. Look at all these clues. Blues clues. All right. 1-drop? 1-drop would be pretty tasty. Oh, Reprieve. Interesting. So Reprieve means I actually won't crack the clue. All right. I mean, look. If I draw lands, then I get to go Emperor into Avacyn and probably win. If I draw spells, then I might be okay too. I'm kind of hoping that whatever the next card Tom plays uses his whole turn. That did not. I'm not going to reprieve that. Okay. Land? Kitchen Finks. All right. Well, Kitchen Finks is actually good, so don't mind that. 2 cards in hand. Crack a clue, draw Kitchen Finks. Draw, land, yes. I'm at 15. I'm just going to pass here with Reprieve and Wandering Emperor up and clue cracking. So Sulfuric Vortex is one I have to worry about. This Thraben Inspector is doing the Lord's work. It's keeping this from attacking 3 times and this from attacking twice. All right. No attacks. I'm just going to go end of turn Wandering Emperor here. And make a Samurai. Lands. If I just keep drawing lands, I'm in great shape. Oh, I will play Selfless Spirit, though. That does a pretty good job of protecting me. And let's just make another Samurai. I will attack with this one, though. Mox Diamond was just absurd this game. All right. I think trading off the board is fine. Even with a Selfless Spirit, I think trading off the board is fine. Okay, what is this? Stomp my Wandering Emperor? Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. And then end of turn, crack a clue. I mean, the fact that he knows I even have Kitchen Finks in hand and I'm not playing it, it's pretty bad news for him, I would say. Send with these. Okay, now we're just slamming Avacyn here. I'm at 15. I'm not close to getting burned out at all. And this kills the 2 tokens, and then I also have Selfless Spirit, so I can kind of flip Avacyn at will if I want. And yeah, Tom is pretty much done for. Mono white almost always, not almost always, mono white has a favorable advantage against mono red. I think if the two decks are equal, mono white is ahead. It's just the white cards, I think, are a better rate. Part of it is because you can't make burn spells that much better of a rate than they already are. Sure. So I think it ends up being that the white cards just have fantastic value. Yeah, I'm going to attack with Avacyn here. It's fine. Is he going to do a block with Revelark? Does not, because that doesn't work out for him. I sack Selfless Spirit, Avacyn survives, then Dis dies, gets back Goblin Guy, then Avacyn flips on my turn, or on his upkeep, which is not going to work out well for Tom at all. And I have Reprieve up, so we are cruising to an easy 2-0. We might not actually even get a third round out of this deck, which I think is totally fine. This is how it goes sometimes, because I think our team is crushing them that hard. Look, we take the 2-0 dubs and hop in another draft. Gets you more videos faster. Yeah, the Loran over Tinker pick worked out like a charm. Though I am surprised Tom ended up being like mono red splash white. I did not think that was what was happening during the draft, but I guess it was. I mean, I guess I did know that Hellrider and Shrine of Burning Rage didn't wheel, so well, let's see if we get around 3. I'll be back in a sec. All right, short and sweet. We're not playing a third round. We 5-0'd them, and even though sometimes I try to play the third round when the draft is like concluded or whatever, like we had a close draft. When the other team gets drubbed that hard, they don't really have the enthusiasm, and I do not blame them. Also, that gives you time to watch another video, say on this channel, or you can check out Newmont's channel. Kenji has an awesome channel on YouTube, and he drafted on my team, so you can see his perspective as well. His deck looks sick too, so go ahead and check that out. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. It might be a little longer, maybe a little less brutal, but hey, I'd rather be on this side of things. Thanks for watching, and shout out to Lauren for being such a good second pick. Later, everyone.